Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode here on Inicio. I guess I've been saying it wrong. It's a Latin word, and it's Inicio, and my New York accent makes it really hard not to pronounce it like I'm from Brooklyn. Inicio, oh. But either way, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I'm sure you're asking yourself, so what the hell was that intro? I'm on a juice cleanse, and I just had a V8 energy drink, so I'm a little buzzed. And today, I figured we would build a simple but funky looking tower together. We're going to do it step by step on this funky little patch of land I have here. So it's going to be pretty big, and I don't really have a plan. So we're just going to kind of go step by step. And for starters, we're going to lay out the foundation, or the footprint rather, and I think I want it 7 or 9 blocks wide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, maybe I don't want it 9. Maybe 7 would work better. Because I don't think I want it right on this. Or I can always move things back a little bit, too. Because we do have a little space here. And this funky little patch of grass we've got here. So why don't we move it back a little bit? This is pretty big. I might actually bring this in. Because I don't think I want the base to be quite this large. So I think we're actually going to go in. And this is one of the biggest things that I've pointed out to a lot of people. Don't be afraid to rip out your builds, especially if you're just starting them. Like, we're just trying to figure out the footprint here. There's no reason to act like everything's set in stone. I laid 1 row of blocks. I'll be totally fine if I take them out of the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that looks way better, because we're going to go up a little bit, and then I'm also going to change the direction that the blocks are going. And I'm sure you're asking yourselves right now, what does she mean by she's going to change the direction that the blocks are going? Well, right now, we're on a nice actual square. I'm going to turn it so it looks like a diamond. So the next section of the tower is going to actually look like it's twisted, almost. I guess is the easiest way to explain it, is it's going to look like it's twisted. Yeah, do I want to go 5, or do I want to go full 7? I think we're going to go full 7, and it'll kind of even things out, which won't make much sense now, but when we start to build the build more, we want to make sure that the base looks like it can support the upper section. Because if the base looks like it's not going to support the upper section, it's going to kind of give it an uncanny valley sort of a vibe. Because even though we recognize that it's a video game, our brains still try to look at things in a logical sense. So if we see something that doesn't necessarily make sense, our brains are going to try and compute it as best they can, and it's going to lead to that uncanny valley sort of a sense, unless you take a little bit of time and effort and make it feel as real as possible. Alrighty, so we've got the first level of the tower done. I just realized that I don't have any floorboards. I have some mangrove wood we're going to use for windows in the upper section, but I don't have anything for like a temporary floor in here, and it's night, so we're going to swoop over to our storage house. We're going to grab some temporary oak planks, or you know what, we've got a ton of these birch in here, so let's grab some of these birch. We'll use those. Go upstairs and sleep, and then we'll swoop back to the build, get a temporary floor in, and figure out where we want our windows. Alrighty, let's... Whoa! Overshot that. That's okay. That's alright. So I think we're going to put the door smack dab in the middle. And then I kind of want some tall windows in here. I like the idea of it being a bit taller, maybe. Because we can do like a little landing up here where the door is. Yeah, and I like those windows. We're going to do 2 wide windows on the side, just to break it up just a little bit. That way it's not exactly the same as the front. And then we will do 1 wide in the back. So this first floor is going to mostly be like a little entry area and a little cooking area. I'm going to put in a little kitchen area with some crafting stuff, a few chests. But then we're going to have a staircase that's going to lead up to the second floor. And then on the second floor, that would be like where you would put your enchanting area and maybe your bed. So the idea is it's kind of like a little starter base. I was really hankering to build a little funky tower. I haven't built a little funky tower in a while. And they're kind of one of my favorite things to do, is build funky little towers. We might actually have enough room here on the first floor to do a crafting area over on this side, and then underneath the stairs we'll do like a little smeltery. Alright, let's fly over here, because we need another color to go with the white from the birch and the red from the mangrove. Yeah, let's go with some spruce, because it'll add a lot of warmth to the build. Because the birch is kind of a cool color. Now the next question is do we want a 2 wide stair, or do we want a 1 wide stair? I think a 1 wide stair might make a little bit more sense. Now the next question is do we want the stairs to continue going up this way, or do we want them to switch back? And I think we're going to switch back. Which, if you weren't aware, when stairs do this where they come up and then they abruptly turn and go back up in the same direction, it's called a switchback staircase. Okay, and now we're going to get the floor in here on the second level, and then I'm going to try and work out how I want this diamond pattern to go. Okay, so we know our centers are right here, but I also want it out a bit further. For a second there, I thought I messed up the count. Nope. Alright, now this is what I was afraid of. Can you get under there? We can, but it is a bit tight. I think I want to pop it out one more. I don't quite like it yet. Definitely feels like it needs to come out like this. I think that is definitely the ticket right there. And then we're also not cutting off the stairs at all or causing an issue there, which is perfect. And it gives us a little extra area under here where we can do some interesting detail work, which y'all know how I feel about my detail work. I like my detail work. Put a torch there so we know where the center is, and it's sleepy time. So what I like to do is I like to get the base building in first, and then we'll go back through. If you haven't caught any of my videos and know how my process works, we're going to get the base building in first, and then we're going to go back through and texturize the walls. We're also going to be adding detail around the windows, and then we will also be coming through and adding a little bit of detail to these areas here to kind of make it look more reinforced. The biggest thing here is making sure that we're keeping the floor count. So the one below us is 7. That means that I want this one to at least be 7. I think I'm going to go with 6 though. Right now we're at 3, 4. So that just means the block height. So we're at a 4 block height from the second floor. I think we may actually step down onto the ground for a second and just take a look to see how 5 looks for a block height for the second floor on top of the 7 we put down as the base. Because I think this might actually be more than enough room. Let's go for a fly real quick. Take an aerial look at it. Like I said at the beginning, it's definitely going to be a funky little tower. It's not going to be your average tower, and it's not supposed to look like, you know, an English tower or a Norman tower or whatever, or a medieval tower. I'm just building a funky little tower. So let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never be afraid to double check your count and make sure that you are where you want to be. Because everybody's made the mistake of thinking their count was right, and then you get all the way to the end of your build and you think, God damn it, I miscounted somewhere, and now I'm off by 1, or I'm off by 2, or I'm over by 2, and that is never a good thing, because then it makes you feel like crap. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring everything back in. After bringing it out, we're going to bring everything back in. And I'm sure you're asking yourselves, what the hell does that mean? I'm going to go like this. Literally fill it in. Because we know that that is the footprint of our first level. Is that right there? Or did I mess that up? I did not mess it up, but I did make it kind of rounded, which is what I was going for. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make it kind of circular. We have a weird diagonal middle section, and now we're going to make it circular. And then this one is definitely going to be shorter. So I think we're going to do 5 for this one. There we are. And now we've got another floor in. Not going to be doing a 4th floor, because that just honestly feels like overkill. Oh yeah, look at that. Big monstrosity. Which is exactly what I was going for. I wanted a big, crazy looking tower. And this is definitely a big, crazy looking tower. Part of me is wondering if I should redo the upper 3rd section though. I don't think I like how it just kind of blends into the 2nd story. Maybe we need to just go with a classic square section. Because then it literally will just look like the middle section of a square tower was twisted. Which kind of has its own cool ring to it, I guess. See, that still kind of feels weird. And not a good kind of weird, just kind of feels weird. Alright, maybe we need to go the full 7. You know what? I think the lack of daylight isn't helping either. Because I don't have any lighting or anything inside of it. So it's like partially lit up, it's partially in dark. So let's sleep. Okay, I do like it. It's looking a little bit better. It doesn't help it is just a giant cobblestone monstrosity at the moment. But once we get the layout for the rest of the windows on the upper sections, and we go through with some andesite and some smooth stone, hopefully it'll make it feel a little less crazy in here. So I know I'm going to put an enchantment setup in here to just kind of give it immersion. So I think we're going to do kind of like high windows maybe. We can do like windows here. I think I like the idea of that. So we can put another one over here. Give you a nice view of the little village area. These giant windows up here on the 3rd floor. Oh yeah, see, I can kind of see it coming together now in my mind's eye. Adding the basic shape of the windows definitely helped a little bit. I do think we can do these windows on the 2nd floor as 3 wide, because they're actually going to end up being only 2 wide windows. Or 1 wide, rather. The frame is going to take up 2 of the blocks, so the window's only going to be this 1 sliver that you're going to see. So I think doing that, making it a bit wider, and leaving it high enough that I can have all of the bookshelves and stuff in here, and then I'm going to put some bookshelves up on the top. Make it look more like a library and less like an enchantment area. But obviously it's still going to work as an enchantment area. I think let's do another fly and see. Yeah, that definitely helps a lot. I do think we're going to change it though, because it feels a little too up. So instead we're going to put these back in. Like I've talked before in pretty much all of my videos ad nauseum until someone slaps me across the face, trial and error. Don't ever be afraid to change things up again. Don't ever be afraid to tear down something that you already built or tear down part of something that you're still working on. It'll be okay. That's part of the building process, is making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and then correcting those mistakes. I promise this is going to make sense. So I want to add a little bit more depth. And I want a little more kind of contrasting in angles. So I'm taking these out and we're going to replace them with stairs once I find my damn stone cutter. And we're going to do the same thing on the top. And it'll give those a little bit more definition by adding in different depths and different angles. It's all going to make sense, I promise. Alright, it's getting a little long in the day. So I'm going to have to run away. I have in real life obligations, but when I come back, we are going to texturize these walls and get these windows defined with stairs and whatnot. And yeah, I really hope you're liking this type of video where I'm doing more building and getting more into the process of building with you folks. If you do, please consider giving it a like. If you want to see me build other things or get my opinion on other types of builds, please comment them down below, because I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, I hope everyone's having an awesome day. So I will be back in the blink of an eye. Alrighty everybody, so it's several hours later. I've worked and we are back here. As you can see, I have kind of went ahead and did a little bit of some Without you guys, I took care of the texturizing and I kind of figured out some window ideas. Mostly because I didn't want to sit here and drag things out too long and bore you too much going over stuff we've already talked about, because we've already kind of talked about windows and we've already talked about texturizing your builds and things along those lines. So I figured instead I would kind of mock up some stuff and then we'll all do the windows on the other side together, and then we can kind of talk about it step by step. Alright, so firstly you can see we kind of have these like wonky bay windows here on the second level. We're going to go up and do those. So we're going to take out these 3 blocks here, place a stair there, hop over to the other side, we're going to place a stair there, and these are upside down stairs. Another one there, and another one there. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to go here, and then we're going to put one in the middle to connect them. And we're going to hop up here, put a stair there, and put a stair here. We're going to fall to the ground, not what I meant to do. Let's see if I can get it this time. Yeah, there we go. Go like this, and we're going to go like that, we're going to go like that, and that, and that. It's literally that simple. Put some walls here. The sad thing is I can't use mangrove fences because the fences won't connect to the glass panes we're going to put here in the center. So I have to use these red nether brick walls that I graciously was given by Rusty. So shout out to old Rusty for being a team player and a helper and giving me some of this really expensive red nether brick. Alright, now our next step is going to be doing this really simple bay window up here on the other 2 sides. So it is super duper simple. I have thought about maybe lowering these down a little bit to give it more of a curve. Alright, just like that. 2 stairs on either side. Half slabs in the middle. And then we're going to do the spruce or the mangrove wood on either side. Bone blocks down the center. More mangrove wood, which we gotta make sure we strip. Help if I have my axe out on my hotbar. There we go. Alright, strip those. Up we go. 2 blocks. Knew that was gonna happen, but that's okay. Come over here and fix it. Behave, stair. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like building nice, simple builds. Things don't always have to be super duper complicated. Sometimes they can be nice and sweet and simple. And these windows are definitely it, but it definitely adds a lot of dimension to the build already, you can tell. And that's the biggest thing I tell everybody. Make sure that you're adding in some contrast. Add in some window dressing. Eventually we're going to put some more dressing around these. Probably either in spruce or dark oak. I haven't quite decided, just to give some more darkness to it, because obviously all of the stone, cobblestone, and andesite are very bright. They're very light, cool colors. So bringing in some more dark, warmer tones definitely helps. Oh yeah, just see how the windows the stained glass really do make it pop a lot more. It definitely gives it some more character and some more color. And like I said, I'm going to add some more fences and a little more accents around the edges of the windows. And we're going to add some more window boxes around some of the windows down here on the lower level. So it should definitely kind of bring it out a little bit more. And yeah, I really enjoy how this is coming together. But I got to take a little break again. And then when we come back, we will do the roof together. I'm not going to do anything too super crazy on this roof. But it should, at the very least, look nice, I'm hoping. So, yeah. I hope you guys like how this is coming together as much as I do. I know it's pretty plain, but not everything needs to be crazy. You know, sometimes you can just build something that's sweet and simple and catches your eye or makes you feel good, because that's the whole point of this game. It's the whole point of building. It's the whole point of enjoying Minecraft, is to build things and do stuff that interests you and stimulates you creatively. So, yeah. This is definitely stimulating me creatively, and I hope you guys are liking it too. So we will be back in the blink of an eye. Alrighty, everybody. So, I need to apologize real quick. I had said that we were going to do the roof together, because I was kind of trying to do this build step by step with y'all. And unfortunately, while I was at work, I decided I wanted to do a dome. So I just went ahead and did that because building domes can be kind of tedious, and I didn't want to bog the video down too much. So I figured instead of dragging the video out too long, I would just do another video tomorrow and show you guys how I build domes using a couple of applications like Plots Modeler and another one called Donal Studios. They're very handy. And we'll be talking about those in another video where we're going to build a bee apiary. And then let's take a look at the exterior and interior of the build real quick. I just did some simple windows. It's just half slabs and fences here on the back. And then a mix of half slabs, fences, and trapdoors here on the side. It's just little accents like that. And then I did a simple little interior here. All the way up. We got an enchanting setup here, beautiful views out the little windows. There's no bedroom here. I just wanted to build like a little, I don't know, like a little witchy tower. Something that looked kind of like a scepter or a torch up here on the hill. Felt like it would look kind of cute up here. So I wanted it to be like a, I don't know, like a work tower. Because you've got your furnaces and all your setups down here. And then you've got a little enchantment setup, if I can get up the stairs. And then you've got a little enchantment setup up here on the second floor. And then up here on the third floor, you've got all your potion brewing and all your nether wart. And again, some pretty nice views. Not the best. I probably could have gone taller, or maybe thrown in a ladder here to go up into the dome. But I really wanted to just build a cozy little tower, and I think this came out amazing. You guys will have to let me know if you liked this down in the comments below. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like, and if you want to see more of my nonsense, consider subscribing to the channel, because it really helps out, and I always appreciate it. Can't wait to hear from you guys, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Later, everybody.